Random access memory, or RAM for short, is a pretty straightforward part of your computer. RAM essentially dictates how much you can do on your computer at a time, and the more RAM you have, the more you can do. Of course, it is a little more nuanced than that, but really quick, this video is just a part of a complete guide on how to build a PC, and the other videos in this series are really helpful in understanding this one, so I'm gonna link the rest of the videos in the cards and in the description below so you can check them out. Now, RAM stores your files and programs while you use them, so there's a correlation between how much RAM you have and how much you can do on your PC at one time. If you only have a little bit of RAM, then maybe one tab in your internet browser is going to be really difficult. But with a lot of RAM, maybe you can run a bunch of tabs and you can be editing a video and you can be taking notes and a bunch of other things. And there's a lot that goes into how much memory your system should have, but most gaming computers and professionals will only need about 16 gigabytes of RAM in 2021. In addition to knowing how much memory to buy, it's useful to know how fast you want your RAM to be. Obviously, the faster the better, but if the price difference is huge, then you probably won't notice a huge difference in performance with lower speed RAM, except in really demanding tasks or games. Your motherboard and your CPU dictate which RAM speeds are compatible, but as a general rule, AMD Ryzen processors see a bigger performance gain from fast RAM than Intel processors. So for example, my main PC over there runs on an Intel processor and has 2666 megahertz RAM. And the computer we're building for this series will run on a Ryzen CPU, and that runs a lot better on higher speed RAM. So we are going to be using 4000 megahertz RAM. But both systems are totally capable even with the differing RAM speeds. And that's pretty much all you need to know as far as the basics of buying RAM. You just have to have how much RAM you want, and you have to know the clock speed that you want your RAM to run on. Okay, so right now let's head over to the computer and we'll pick out some RAM for this build. All right, let's go ahead and pick the RAM for our system. As I've mentioned in previous videos, I get all my components from newegg.com, so I'm gonna come over here to the RAM, and we're gonna look at memory, and we're gonna do desktop memory. So I do want to make sure that we are getting new. So I'm going to come over here to condition, I'm going to select new, and then I know that I want pretty fast RAM. So I'm going to select everything above 4000 megahertz because I do know that actually, you know what? The motherboard, this is the motherboard that we decided to get for the system. The motherboard says it'll support 50 or 4533, 4466. So I'm not going to select 46. Just gonna select this 4000 to 45. Now I wanna make sure that I'm getting at least 16 gigabytes in my system. So I'm gonna select 16 gigabytes to module because you're gonna wanna be running in dual channel. And then I also think to myself, might as well, let's see if we can get some 32 gigabytes in there as well. So 4 sticks of 8 gigabytes or 2 sticks of 16 gigabytes. All right, and then I don't want to sort by featured item. I'd like to sort by lowest price because RAM is not one of those things that is a big difference between different manufacturers. So the lower end is going to be just fine. So I could select this Oloy brand right now. I don't like the way it looks per se. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not my favorite. I'm looking for more silver, like this T-Force Dark Z. So it's a little bit lighter than this Oloy, at least I think. Again, it is a little bit darker than I would like, so maybe I want to go with something a little bit lighter. Maybe something like this Trident. This G-Skill is actually a very popular brand. So let's see. This is 4000, 4000. So this looks like it's the same RAM. It even has the same amount of reviews. So let's see how this one looks. Does it have a picture of it inside a system? It does not. But you know, that's a pretty decent amount of RAM. It's really fast RAM at 4000 megahertz. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this one to cart, and buying RAM is pretty much that easy. So there we go, it's going into the cart. All right, so there you have it. Hopefully this video was helpful, and if it was, I would love a thumbs up and a sub from you. I always get those words mixed up. And I also don't know everything, so leave your thoughts on choosing RAM in the comments below, and we will see you in the next video. Thanks so much.